Hello and welcome to LawMed Nurse Consulting. I'm the objective detective deciphering the medicine from medical malpractice attorneys. I'm going to introduce myself, explain what a legal nurse consultant is, otherwise known as an LNC, describe what we do and where we serve, and then I will go over a little bit about medical malpractice case merit criteria. This information could be helpful to the public as well as other legal nurse consultants. And then lastly, how to contact the owner for more information. So my name is Sharon Batista. I've been a registered nurse for 34 years, mostly in critical care at the beginning. So what is an LNC? This picture really shows it. I've got clinical skills. The lawyer has lawyering skills, and he's got deadlines. So what usually happens, to describe it very basically, is that an attorney gets a case. He sends the LNC the medical records. The LNC analyzes the data. She creates a chronology of events and then summarizes the analysis in a written report that the attorney can use. So my name is Sharon. I work for attorneys in either plaintiff or defense cases, and my areas of expertise include that I'm a native New Yorker who graduated in 1991. I started in cardiac surgery and ICU, which were my main specialties. I moved on to the cardiac operating room, also worked in general surgery. I did both the scrub and circulator roles. I worked in the post-anesthesia care unit, otherwise known as recovery room, for general surgery, vascular surgery, and cardiac procedures, ablations, and things like that. I've had roles as clinical educator and nursing instructor, and I've done some speaking. I've also worked in nursing homes and home health agencies. I understand cases with abuse and neglect, falls, wounds, infections, and nutritional decline. I'm now working in a home health and hospice agency. I understand Medicare fraud, regulations, and the documentation associated with Medicare. During the COVID mandates, I was working as a correctional nurse in detention centers, so I have a vast array of skills and expertise that I can share with my clients on specific cases. My new home base since September 9th exactly is Cheyenne, Wyoming, but I do serve clients on a national basis. Most of my work is done online as they send me medical records over the internet. I keep them private. So medical malpractice and case merit criteria. Let's just say there's a medical error, or for the defense attorneys, there is an accused medical error for their client. We need to reach the criteria in order for there to be an actual case or for the case to have what they call merit. The first item is that the provider and the patient must have a relationship established. So we have to be able to prove that the provider was actually being caring for that patient. There has to be negligence of some kind, a deviation from the standard of care or usual and reasonable actions under the same circumstance. Causation must be present. So you must prove that that deviation from the standard of care actually caused the harm. And then damages have to be present. Actual injury or death has occurred. A case example for my attorney clients is that I have worked in wrongful death suits. You can see an example here on this slide. Sepsis, oversedation, lack of informed consent, and a Kennedy terminal ulcer, which began with a deep tissue injury, so I understand wounds very thoroughly. This is something from my website. I am developing cheat sheets with clinical flashcards for attorneys, and these are on the left are some subject matter that I will be writing blogs about. 2 of them are finished, 2 of them are recorded, so I will have a blog and podcast soon. I want to thank you for listening. I am the owner, and this presentation was made for the Laramie County Library business night. So that's why it says the business cards are in the back. You can find me at lawmedlegalnurse.com, and my phone number is 505-738-9111. Email lawmed@fastmail.com. Thank you very much.